Hello, dear students. Today, the chapter is If I Were You, which is written by Douglas James. It is from your book Beehive. This is the last chapter of your book. This is a play also. It is a one act play which is showing a witty playwright Gerard's encounter with an intruder, wherein Gerard's wit, calmness, and his presence of mind not only saves him from being killed but also traps the intruder. We learn from this one act play that how a seemingly difficult situation can easily be tackled provided that a person keeps his calm and uses his brain to overcome it. Mean to say that if we keep calm, if we keep patience, and if we take everything with cool mind, even the most difficult situation can easily be solved. While the intruder boasts of clarity of his foolproof plan, but our hero Girard easily makes him believe that he was a fool to think so. The language of play is very simple, and wit and a bit of humor flows throughout the dialogues. So this is very interesting play along with the very nice message that we should always handle the things with calmness of mind. The author Douglas James is an American author, activist, and Christian theologian. He is a graduate of Santa Clara University. He and his wife, Shelley Douglas, founded the Ground Zero Center for Nonviolent Action of Polosbo, Washington, and Mary's House, a Catholic worker house in Birmingham, Alabama. In 1997, Douglas received the Pacem in Terris Award. So let us start the play. As you know that it is a one act play. One act play means where the narrator and the performer is the same. The play opens in the house of Girard. We see a small footage interior. There is an entrance back right and one practical door to the left. The furniture is simple, consisting of a small table towards the left, a chair or two, and a divan rather upstage on the right. On the table there is a telephone. Gerard is a playwright. He find we find him talking to someone on telephone. He is going somewhere, probably for his drama rehearsals. After taking, he starts picking a traveling bag in which there are props for the rehearsal. From their conversation, which Gerard is doing, we come to know about both intruder and Gerard. We come to know that Gerard is full of confident and his name is Vincent Charles Gerard. He lives there alone. He has a car also. He is a sort of mystery man. Sometimes he is here and the very next day he is nowhere to be seen. He gives his orders on phone and never meets tradesmen like milkman, vegetable man, anyone like this. He rarely meets to anyone and rarely people come to meet him. That's why intruder is there to kill him as no one can exactly knows him properly. So intruder wants to take the opportunity, take the benefit of Gerard's loneliness. Suddenly a man enters silently from the right. It is the intruder. He is similar to Gerard in appearance. Therefore, this is also a way, this is also a reason that he wants to take advantage of Gerard's life. He carries a revolver in his hand and orders Gerard to put up his hands. Gerard obeys him but keeps calm. He takes pleasantly to intruder. He doesn't say anything. The intruder wants to stop him being smart and to answer his questions. Gerard says he can't feel comfortable because his hands are up. If he permits him, he could keep his hands down and he could sit even. So intruder asks him to sit in a chair. Now, the intruder tells Gerard about himself in the beginning before asking the questions to him. He is a criminal, the intruder says. He also says that he has done a specialization in jewel robbery, means it is clear that he was a jewel robber. He has killed a policeman. Now the police are after him. He knows that he hears a resemblance to Girard. Then he tells his plan to Girard. Now what he wants to do with him and for which purpose he is going to do. He has decided to kill Girard and live there under the identity of Girard. So this was the plan of the intruder, because he wanted to take the identity of Girard so that he could live easily and he could cheat the police. From the intruder's way of talking, Girard guesses that he is a foolish, a boastful man. It would not be difficult to get rid of him, so Girard cooks up a story instantly. He says that he is also criminal and a murderer. The police are also in search of him. That's why he lives in a mysterious way. He often disappears from there. He also tells the intruder that it would be a folly to kill him, because if he would kill him, he would also be hanged. If he would not be hanged as himself, then as Girard. The intruder begins to think over the story. This is an opportunity to Girard to take advantage of that instant. He offers to take the intruder to a safe place in his car. Now he wants the intruder to get greedy and to save himself along with Girard. He asks him to hurry up as the police may come there anytime. The intruder is taken in, means he was trapped in that cooked up story by Girard. Girard opens the door and asks the intruder to enter in. He tells him that the door goes to the garage directly. He shows him a door and convinced the intruder that door goes to his garage directly, and this is the only way to save both of them. So he says that and obviously intruder who wants to save himself, he got convinced. Just as the intruder turns his head to step in that corridor, Girard pushes him and knocks the revolver out of his hand. Then he shuts the door instantly and locks it. In fact, it was not a corridor, it was not a way to garage, it was a door of his cupboard. The intruder shouts from inside to let him out, but Girard picks up his phone and calls the police. In this way, Girard saves his life by a clever trick. So, dear friends, here we have come to know that Girard, who was a playwright, he remained calm, he remained cool, and he used his presence of mind. Because of this, he saved his life from the intruder who actually was there to kill him. Normally, if we realize that someone is before us to kill us, we just start to shiver. We just start to shiver. We just start to cry. Even we just start to shut our mouth, are not able to say even a single word. But if we keep calm and tackle all the things with intelligence of mind or with coolness of mind, then we not only can save ourselves, but we can easily turn the tables. So this play gives the message that intelligence, presence of mind, and cool-headedness can help us overcome the gravest of problems that we may encounter. It also gives the message that overconfidence can lead to disastrous result, as the intruder faced. While the intruder tried to be overconfident and smarter, Girard's intelligence and presence of mind outwitted him completely, and he was destined to spend the rest of his life behind the bars. So, with the use of intelligence, with the use of cool headedness, and with the use of excellent power of his mind, Girard became able to come out from that serious situation which could take him to his death. Thank you and have a nice day.